Hello, and welcome back to Pushbox Banter. I am Daniel.
And I'm Craig, and we're here to talk about F1 and all that that implies. And today, it implies a whole lot more than normal.
Viva Las Vegas, Craig.
Yes, Viva Las Vegas. Man. So we had the Grand Prix today in Las Vegas.
That's right. Yes,
and
we did.
This whole weekend, with it being Vegas and Vegas being the amazing place that it is, all sorts of celebrities showed up. We have all sorts of things to talk about. Amazing things happened this weekend. Daniel,
Yes.
tell what
Well,
what's
I don't know
stuff?
where to begin, Craig. So let's start with Lewis Hamilton. Luis.
Luis, yes. As Fred Vasseur likes to say.
Yes. The best part of his weekend was he was able to give Beyonce a hot lap.
We gave her a hot lap, all right. And man, that's an awesome thing. I love it when they do that and they have the celebrities in the cars with them and they take the hot
Yes,
laps.
That's
But
right.
it's actually it's even more special when it's an actual one of the drivers that's on the grid.
Exactly.
I think that they do that, but I don't know if they always record it. So
That's right. And she had a special outfit as he had a special helmet as well.
yes, he did.
So
yeah. I didn't see the actual video of the hot lap, so I don't know. I would assume that she also has like something special because in quali she had like a Versace outfit on, and
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
right.
sure what it was. It was a different outfit for the race, obviously, but yeah, Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
He had that sparkly silver helmet,
yeah, that's right.
kind of like a disco ball, but more glittery than
More
disco
glittery,
ballish.
yeah.
yeah.
Less mirrors, more glitter.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, no.
It was nice.
Yeah.
I like a little side note. The glittery helmets is pretty cool because when they're driving at night, all the lights reflect off of it,
That's right.
but it's clear coated on, right? So you get a little bit of that clear coat reflection as well. And it
Gloss.
almost looks like it hovers on top of the helmet. Maybe that's just my opinion.
It's like the halo effect.
Maybe it's how my eyes process the glitter. I don't know. But yeah, I love it. Love it.
Yeah, no, it was really good.
So Lewis Hamilton, he starts off.
Yeah, so Lewis Hamilton.
Tell me about Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, so he has had a terrible year, and I want to say probably the worst weekend of his career. I mean,
Potentially, depending on how you look at it. I mean, he did start off with a hot lap with Beyonce. I mean,
let's just say
anything else is
let's
going to be
say-
downhill,
let's-
possibly.
Let's say it's the worst qualification he's probably ever had.
Okay.
So in a Ferrari, qualifies dead last.
Yeah, that's pretty awful.
Pretty awful for a Saturday. It was raining, so there were a lot of issues on track. Obviously, Albon crashed out.
Yeah.
Obviously, Yuki had a bad quali.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had some surprises. We had Carlos Sainz qualified fifth,
Mm-hmm.
had provisional pole for like a quick second and lost it. But overall, it was a very exciting weekend. Rain in the desert, something we don't normally see.
And a lot of rain, too.
When it rains, it pours, Craig.
Oh, and it did.
That's
It did
right.
for some this weekend.
Yeah. So Charles Leclerc did
Mm.
pretty all right in qualifying,
Mhm.
as did the two McLarens.
Yep.
And of course, Verstappen always in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything that was stand out for you during the Saturday quali?
You know, the rain made it pretty interesting. One, because I think it's like maybe the first, maybe the second. Well, it seems like it's the first time that we've seen rain tires this year. Which
Or you're
obviously
saying
I know that
like-
we've
you're
seen
saying
them a few
full
more
wets.
times. Yeah, the full wets.
Yeah, you know-
Yeah, I mean they always go with the inners instead of the wets, but it was that wet that they had to, and they do not
Yes.
like driving on it.
You know what's funny is that they normally, it's always inners and then
Mhm.
they just cancel the race or stop or red flag it.
It's too wet. We can't
So
use the rain
it's too
tires.
wet. It's too
Yeah.
wet to use the wet tires.
Right.
Well, this is actually one of the first, or probably the second time I've seen full wets in a race,
Mm-hmm.
at least this year, where they don't red flag it.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised they even got going, and I think the only reason they did was because it wasn't actually raining. It was just kind of drizzling
Uh-huh.
at the start of quali. But for it to be as wet as it was,
Mhm.
and the amount of spray, I think Verstappen was saying something like they had to be eight 8 meters or so behind,
Mm-hmm.
or
It's like
or
800.
more, or
Yeah,
or was it,
it was like
80
it
or
was like
something,
yeah, it
or
was like 80 meters. Yeah,
80
yeah,
meters?
8 meters is
Yeah,
pretty
no,
close.
8 meters is pretty close,
Yeah.
but 80 meters or something to be able to see where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that they even had qualifying, I thought was actually a surprise, and a pleasant one at that, especially seeing the full wets out on the road.
I mean, you almost, because of the time crunch on this, you almost have to, because quali was on Friday, Saturday evening's the race. So, I mean, if you're going to push quali, when are you going to push it to?
You
You've
really
got
can't.
sold out tickets. I mean, massive audiences everywhere. Like, you got to have that
Well,
quali.
I'm assuming they just keep pushing it out until the rain stops, but in
maybe,
this
I
case-
mean, maybe a little bit, but like, you know, if you're not
Yeah.
going to have it, what's going to happen? So, yeah, it was
yeah,
pretty interesting watching it.
It
and
was.
seeing all of that, seeing the wet tires out there.
yeah, not a lot of degradation and not a lot of tire temperature, so a lot of
Mhm.
folks kind of just
Yeah.
drifting.
So, yeah, more ways than one. So, yeah, well, I guess for some of you guys that don't know, this might be an interesting fact, and if not, I apologize to our audience. But in the desert and in conditions like that, you know, you have asphalt roads, and so on the tarmac there, what happens is like you get a lot of oils and everything, and it just sits and it comes up to the surface. So when it does rain, it's way more slick than it is in an area of the world that gets standard rain amounts or typical rain amounts. So it builds up and makes it even more slick. The rain tires that they're using, the full wets, the drivers have complained about it, and basically what Pirelli's come out with is that because it's a less surface area touching the tarmac, it gives the drivers less stability and less feel. It heats up the tires a little bit differently than what it does on the inners and what it does on the slicks.
Right.
So they're still feeling it really slick, even though like they get technically better traction, but it responds to them like it's that way.
That's right. I think Max was saying something like, "Oh yeah, it was like driving like on ice,"
yeah.
and it's like, well, wow, that's incredible.
Yeah,
It's funny.
Max feels like that.
Yes, and typically when they do have the inners, they overheat and then they end up degrading super fast
Yes.
into becoming slicks.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the opposite with the wets. They just they can't feel them. They don't get hot. They don't stick to the ground.
Yeah.
Well, very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So,
Yes. Quali.
yeah, quality.
Lewis Hamilton finishes at the very back of the field.
Yes,
Sonoda
and
back there too.
that's
Yeah.
right. Sonoda ends up starting from the grid. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, starting from the pit, and then you have Lewis Hamilton effectively starting
Mhm.
P19.
Right. Do you think Sonoda is going to be around? I mean, we talk about this just about every week.
So-
But after this weekend, do you
Mhm.
think he's
I
he
think
improved his chances, or
no. I think he's made his chances less likely. Like he is
Right.
not gonna. He's not gonna stay. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't see how he does. Like how?
I don't think there's anything he can do to show the team like, hey, I deserve to be here. And yes, kudos for him for waiting as long as he did
Mhm.
and being patient and playing the team game at the Racing Bulls. But we're at the point where he's had half a season to deliver
Yeah.
and he hasn't. And it just goes to show that obviously Red Bull's doing something wrong with that second car. But at the end of the day, they are making a car that
Mhm.
can compete.
Yeah.
And if it just so happens that Max Verstappen's the only one who can drive it. So what can you do? Get another driver like Max Verstappen to
Oh, yeah, they're
meet
out there.
the
They're
well,
out there.
I mean, there's got to be someone that can match his style
True.
to be able to drive the car in a way that suits Max,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what they have in that car, and they just don't have the driver to meet that call.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
And Yuki's not the guy. He's not the guy who's going to make it to give him like that chance for a constructors championship, or even P2 in a constructors championship.
Right. Yeah, they're just not going to get it with him.
Right.
Unfortunately for Yuki, I think everybody likes Yuki, but I think his chances
Yeah.
have decreased
I think
dramatically.
2026 we'd be seeing some changes, if not just with Yuki, maybe even with Lawson or something.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. So speaking of Lawson, he had an interesting day today.
Yes. I think most times he's out on the field, he does something to someone. Usually he's not the recipient.
Yes, yes, he administers punishment. But not really like the law. But yeah. I mean, he starts out, gets going at the beginning of the race. I don't know if we want to return to this or go ahead and talk about this right now.
Okay.
But
let's just talk about it.
Okay, let's do it, man. So Lawson
Uh-huh.
starts, gets going right off the bat. He misses some braking. He's passing some people. The next thing you know, he's wheel to wheel somebody, spins him. Well, I don't even know if he spun. I don't remember if it was Gasly or if it was Piastri that he
I know
hit.
he touches Piastri
So,
at one point.
It was Piastri that he hit. So
That's
he went
right.
wheel to wheel.
So he could have
touched him.
he could have knocked out Piastri. So Piastri got away with it because it was just
it could have been a great
tire
move for
bump.
Max Verstappen.
It could have been, and it could have been.
I mean, once again, Lawson
suspicious.
fails me.
When you need him to come
When
through.
I needed him to
He
come
does
through,
not deliver.
He did not. He had the chance and everything.
Yeah.
Touched wheels and
Well, you
said
know what?
no.
It didn't matter, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, he touched wheels with him, and I guess that was pretty much his story,
Yeah, he got
as it is most weekends
Yeah,
now.
had some damage done and dropped way back and so on and so forth. Basically, kind of ruined his day. Started off really good, had really good quality.
Yeah.
Hajar though,
Hajar's doing great.
yeah,
Had a great start. Very aggressive. He's over here telling his race engineer, like, "Hey, let's. What do we need to do? What's the most aggressive plan?" And basically calling for 2 pit stops. Right.
yeah.
I think he's the future of Red Bull, man. I really do.
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I
Right
think
now,
his next year might be there.
He had a kind of weakish
Mhm.
second part of the year, or like half. But I think moving forward, he's going to deliver for them for sure.
Yeah.
For Red Bull specifically.
I think you're
he
right.
takes it on, which I think he's capable of it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't think he's taking Kimi Räikkönen's advice very much. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like he's moving in the right direction.
yeah, but he just has to stay in Formula One long enough,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
In a time period where silly season is in full blast,
Mm-hmm.
and make a leap to some other team or something. Because if he goes too early to Red Bull, it's more or less going to be the end of his career if he doesn't deliver right away.
Maybe, but maybe not with Minky's there.
Well, maybe not, and you're right.
Maybe
it
things have
could be
changed.
that they pull a Gasly and he's lucky, or an Albon
Mhm.
even, right, where he goes, doesn't really make it,
Mhm.
goes back and goes to another team. But I think he's here to stay. And if
Mhm.
I were him, I would make the most of the time at Racing Bulls, and then make a leap to Alpine or another French team, right?
No,
like
no.
anywhere,
Red Bull.
anywhere. Well, we'd like him at Red Bull for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I
If-
would.
if
But if
he-
he can't make it there,
If Red
then,
Bull
yeah,
would be good
Alpine.
for him, right?
Right.
Like, of course, he's good for Red Bull, but is Red Bull good for him?
That's a good question that he should ask himself. Really look inside and ask.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. He needs to
So-
see what he values there. So let's see. So we've got all sorts of stuff. Now, we talked a little bit about the race, but we haven't gotten into too much of it. I don't know if we want
Yeah.
to talk a little bit more on I guess the start of the race, and maybe we'll touch back a little bit with Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, start of the race, we started with Norris in P1,
Yes.
Verstappen
Oh, yes.
8 meters away from him in P2.
Yes.
And
close.
right off the bat, we have a couple things. Actually, pretty much instant chaos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lights go off, and Norris channels his inner Verstappen, tries to cut him
Mhm.
off going into the first corner
Very aggressive.
very aggressively, and aggressively fails.
Oh,
misses
gosh.
his breaking point, overshoots it, loses 2 positions,
Mm-hmm.
and ends up P3 behind Russell
Mhm.
and Max
I
Verstappen.
know.
And more or less
Yes.
That's his story, and really tried to be as aggressive as a Max would, but his inner and his Lando Norris of past came back and lost his pole position in the matter of a couple seconds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, what was it the announcer was saying? Something like he commented and was like, yeah, he's tried to be Max Verstappen, but he doesn't know the rules of the game and how to play. and that's what happened.
right. I mean,
Yeah, he basically, like you said, like he went back to Lando Norris of old. It's like a lot of us do, you know?
Yeah.
Like we make changes, like Lando's been doing great this year. He's been doing better and better and better. But then sometimes there's these little triggers and pressure gets on you and you revert back to your old self.
That's right. Sometimes
May not
you
be
can't-
permanent, but just a little bit. And Max Verstappen, 8 meters behind him, put a ton of pressure in his head, and he kind of cracked.
He cracked as he had in the past.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And at the same time, you had a ton of chaos in the back of the field that we don't really become aware of until a little later
Because of
in the
all
broadcast.
because of Lando Norris's drama.
That's right. And we had Bartoletto basically go full blast and not stop going into the first corner, knocks
gosh.
out a couple folks,
That was
a couple
so weird.
spin-offs.
He gets in a position, he passes a bunch of people, and he just keeps going.
And it just
It's
keeps
like,
going. Kind of like, I got to break. Let me break. What was interesting about that, though, was the marshals on the field. As they were coming out again, I guess kind of making their first lap, they were still on the tarmac as the cars were going by, and there was no safety car, virtual safety car. I was like, oh my God. So that's been a couple times now. Strike 2 FIA.
Maybe they got a beef against one of the marshals. Maybe it's a conspiracy.
I don't think so. I think I
Oh, okay. Well, let's continue with the conversation.
Why are you
Crash
on track? Well, I mean, there's been a history of drivers hitting marshals and even breaking their backs. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
brutal.
and worse, right? So that's very dangerous, and that's a couple times now here in 2025 where that's
like
happened.
a week or two ago.
I think Mexico. In
Yeah,
Mexico.
I wanna say
Yeah,
Mexico,
Lawson.
Lawson almost hit somebody.
Exactly. And again, you have it today where you had that issue. So
Yeah.
better training or more better communication needs to be happening there. But anyway, so yeah, a little bit of drama there. Piastri also just not really great. I think loses a position right away as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the winner of some of this drama and chaos was actually our guy, Lewis Hamilton.
Yes.
So
Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton. As Bartoletto cleared the field for him,
He just drove right through.
Hamilton went through and finally did something
Yeah.
and actually got into the points, and for the remainder of the race actually earns a point. So good for him. Actually, a couple more since there were some disqualifications later on, but yeah,
Nice.
very nice, very nice.
Yeah, it was really good stuff. I would like to say that Lewis Hamilton in this race, qualification horrible, but I think he took lemons and turned them into lemonade. I think Beyonce kind of helped him with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd agree.
yeah. So,
Yeah, he did it for all the single ladies.
yes,
That's
I
right.
think so.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so let's talk a little bit more of the drama between the Red Bull.
Let's do
Well,
it.
the Red Bulls and the McLarens. So
Okay.
let's just say drama between the McLarens themselves, right?
And the Max Verstappen Red Bull team.
And yes,
'Cause-
and the Max Verstappen
Yes.
Red Bull team. So, if you weren't aware, and I'm sure you are by now, the McLarens at the end of the race they get disqualified.
Right. So into the race is pretty crazy because Lando Norris, like he comes in second,
That's right.
Piastri in sixth. So, we're thinking, hey, Lando has
And they were-
408 points.
They were
roughly.
crawling to
Yes.
second and sixth, right?
They ran out of gas just about, or like we're having
Yes.
trouble with it. So Lando Norris barely made it. Like
That's
I
right.
mean, he was 3 seconds in front of Russell, but I think he was like about 9-10 seconds beforehand, and he just like everything
Dropped
just
to
started
20
falling
20
off within
seconds.
like the last 2 to
That's
3
right.
laps. Yeah.
You just see it going from like 14, 15,
Mhm.
17, 19,
Yeah.
20 seconds. But yeah, I guess they told him to lift and coast.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, that's what happened. So they end the race, right? And then what happens?
Well, they end the race, and there's a few things. One, there's a whole, race brigade and everything that's after that. We'll talk about that. But what happens here is, of course, the FIA comes into play, and they go and check out the McLaren cars, and they check out the boards at the back. So you want to talk about that in detail? But basically, all of my manifestation and prayers came true today.
That's right.
In one way or the other for Max Verstappen.
Yeah. So
in a nutshell, that's really all that we need to know.
The FIA
but there's more.
Does an inspection on their cars, as they do for everyone, and they check the rear skid board that's obviously on the car, in the bottom of the car, and it's in the rear skid.
Yes.
And it's under 9 millimeters, which is instant disqualification for both cars. So somebody messed up at McLaren.
They did.
And somebody messed up incredibly bad because it was super consequential. We're talking about opening up the door to Max Verstappen, right? How many points are we now for Max to be in P1?
Well, so Max right now, he's tied with Piastri for second place.
For second place.
And he's 24 points behind P1.
So there you go.
To tie. So legitimately, like, if Lando Norris doesn't score any points next week and Piastri finishes behind Max Verstappen finishes first, he's in first place.
Anything can happen, folks.
Anything can happen. So it is like, I mean, it's going to be down to the wire. This is the last 2 races of the year. That's when it's going to be decided. Is probably the last race. So very exciting. I'm overwhelmed. I woke up. I went to bed last night thinking, "Oh man, this is going to be pretty good." I have a good feeling about Max Verstappen. I feel like he's going to do really well today, and something good is going to happen for him. But I didn't think. I just thought maybe he's going to overtake. Norris on the first lap. Norris is going to be Norris of old.
That's right.
Maybe that's going to happen. And that's kind of what it looked like throughout the race. But no, Christmas came early for Craig.
Yeah, it really did. And for Max Verstappen.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. For Max Verstappen as well. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we had some comments from one of our listeners that
yes. Shout out to our listener.
Yes. Shout out to our listener, Pinch Kelly. That she was saying that she thought that, she was blaming me for the disqualifications of McLaren.
That's right.
So, guys, I mean, manifestation is real, and it does things. So, I mean, if you have some things that you need manifestation help with, let us know. Daniel and I are here for you, just like we're here for Max Verstappen. Well, at least me. I don't know about you, but
yes. Now, Craig, moving on from Red Bull, because obviously we know we're rooting for them to win.
Right.
We're rooting for Max Verstappen.
Yes.
So, I have a separate question, because really the most exciting part of this race was really after the race, the cool down lap, the show, the spectacle.
It was the spectacle of Las Vegas.
My question to you, Craig, was: do you think that cool down Lego car victory laps are or should be in the regulations for 2026?
They definitely should not kick them out of the regulations. I just tell you that much. I mean, so this was awesome at Vegas. Like, you've got Terry Crews driving freaking pink Cadillac Lego car, like a replica from one of the pink Cadillacs back in the 60s, which is when those things were really, really pretty awesome. It's convertible. And then you've got...
And he's singing Vanessa Carlton.
That's right. So he starts singing this song.
My way back home.
Yeah, he starts singing. And he's got Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, and George Russell sitting behind him, And they're like cracking up laughing at it because it's pretty funny. I mean, he's on key. He's hitting,
Of
the
course,
notes.
yeah.
Like he knows what he's doing.
As he's driving,
He is
he's
Terry
also moving
Crews.
his pecs, by the way.
That's right. He's got a little flex going on. I'm not. I just can't imitate it. I can't do it quite like he does. But yeah, I thought it was great. But it's cool because they do the whole lap, come back around, everybody gets to cheer for him and everything. So yeah, I thought it was really cool. Really cool
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then after that, there's more.
Yes, we had Mickey Mouse.
Yes, Mickey Mouse. So doing the Fantasia imitation minus the wizard hat.
That's
right
right.
in front of the Bellagio, directing the water fountains, directing the fireworks, directing the drones. It was amazing.
It really was.
Yeah.
It was. Oh, we have
our special
we have a visitor.
We have a guest.
Jeez.
Our on-show guest. Come here. Come on. Are you going to come in? So our on-show guest.
She makes an appearance no matter what.
Yeah, she wants.
And then we did move our studio.
Yes, we did. We moved our studio into a new location.
And
It's a
and
secret
of
location.
course
So now she's
quieter
come.
part of the room.
Yes.
A quieter part of that.
So we're not really where she can like do a bull charge at us
Yeah.
and run into us anymore, but she can come back. So she likes to, talk to us a little bit, let us know that we're there, and also say hi to all of you guys because, after all,
That's right.
you guys are her true loves in life.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
So
yes,
back to Mickey Mouse doing
yeah.
Fantasia. It sounds so
Yeah.
weird with F1. But F1 is doing some stuff, doing some collaborations with Disney. So that's going to come about. But yeah, so he's like doing all this directing and everything. It's so cool. All this stuff. I mean, they have like these massive drone shows, massive amount of fireworks going off, but it's all like done to music. It's all choreographed. It's pretty awesome. If you guys haven't seen it, go back and watch it. Definitely worth your time.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So then, and that's not even it. Then they go to the cool down room, which part of the cool down room's in the Cadillac. The other part of the cool down room is David Coulthard talking to all three of them at the same time. So they're like talking about, different things. And Lando was pretty funny in it because he was like, yeah, I just decided to give the race away to Max on the first turn. Said something like that. Then he was like, nah, I really messed it up. That, not on purpose, but yeah, so they were talking about that. I think Max was talking about, if he has to, if he does lose, and then he has to give up the number one on his vehicle. So
That's
they were
right.
saying like he might choose like what number is he going to choose? He was like saying like 169 or something like that. But yeah, I think it'd be one of the first drivers with 3 digits if he does that.
That would be
So,
pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't
And they
know
do-
if he would
they
go
d-
back to number 33 or if he would
Well,
go to number
who
3
knows?
or choose a totally different number.
That's
He
a good
hasn't
question.
talked to me about this, but as soon as he does, I will let you guys know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In other news, Craig, and I guess we should
is
just hit this up really quickly.
Yes.
So, Aston Martin was in the news,
Oh,
and our favorite villain,
yes.
Christian Horner. Yeah, so it's rumored that Andy Cowell is going to probably be replaced, or if not, by the time this is recorded, is replaced, something along those lines. Maybe not, but yeah, they're saying they want to part ways, and a lot of it's to do with some of the decision making that's going on with Adrian Newey. So
Oh,
again, this
really?
is all alleged. It could have happened already, maybe not. But in some of our conversations, I'm surprised we haven't really dialed this in and made this prediction, because we've talked about it with a lot of other teams like Alpine, but
Right.
it's very it makes good sense, doesn't it, for Christian Horner to go in that direction, considering
I think it makes perfect sense.
it's in his backyard.
I know. Whenever I saw that this
Yeah.
morning, it was like, why haven't we talked about this more? Like we've thought about all these other options. I guess because we kind of assumed like, hey, Newey left because there was
Right.
friction between, and then he just hadn't said it.
Right.
But then again, like when you step back, like if you go by what Newey said,
Yeah.
Newey's cool with it.
Yeah.
Newey's. I mean, yeah, he didn't like a lot of the distractions on the team. Need a little break. Need new scenery. Okay, cool. But if you follow all of what Newey's saying, then he sounds like he's okay with Christian Horner coming
Yeah.
along. We kind of assumed a lot of things, but
And I'm
yeah,
sure
I
there's
think
a
it would
lot
be
of trust there too, right?
I would think so. And like just a little time away. I mean,
Distance.
sometimes you need a little distance, and when you see that distance, and then you remember, like you see like who you're around, where things are, and then you remember how things used to be, And then you go back to that one that you grew up loving so much.
Yes, exactly.
Christian Horner. Of course.
And Adrian Newey.
And Adrian Newey together again.
That would be great.
I think so, man. I mean, because I would really like to see Fernando Alonso in like tip-top car with every possible advantage that he could have. How awesome would that be at his age? Like if he does, because he's still driving like a lion.
Hey, man, I would love to see it.
Yeah.
You know, the line's been a little quiet recently, but
He
that
hasn't had the car.
doesn't have the car. And maybe this will separate the lion from the cub.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's always like, I think every race he's out qualifying the Cub.
Either way, you know, and we had discussed this between us right earlier, is that it's possible that if Christian Horner takes this role on, it could be that he may say, hey, part of the deal is I get control of the drivers and who's going to be my drivers. And if somebody doesn't make the cut, they don't make the cut.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll see.
Yeah, we will. We'll definitely, I mean, one way or the other, we're going to get to see an Adrian Newey car next year.
Yes.
And we're going to get to see if Lance Stroll can really back up all of the hype that he has in his own mind.
Honestly,
I think it's cool. I think it'd be great if he does.
I think it's doable. I think it's doable. He just needs to deliver.
Yeah.
I mean it's,
you know,
he's got a whole organization around him, around his name. Like he has got to deliver.
He's got support from top all the way down to the bottom.
All the way down.
So I mean, he ought to be able to deliver.
That's right.
I'm pulling for him to deliver.
Why not?
We give him a lot of crap, you know, but
We like him.
yeah, I do.
We like all the drivers.
Yeah, we do. Just about.
All right.
But do like Lance
Great.
Stroll.
So Qatar is up next.
Yes.
That's it, man. It's time.
It is time.
Qatar, and then one more after that. So
Abu Dhabi.
what are we thinking for Qatar, Craig?
My heart says Max Verstappen, first place. George Russell, second place. And Kimi Antonelli coming in third. We're going to see a repeat of the podium this week.
Wow.
That's what I'm going to call for.
All right. All right.
I'm manifesting that, guys. So if you guys could put that out there, I would really appreciate it.
All right. I am going to go for, in Qatar, we're going to see Max Verstappen,
Yes.
Russell.
I love your pick so far.
I don't like it, but I feel it.
Yeah.
And Charles Leclerc.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yes.
Would love to see him on
Yes.
the podium again.
Yeah, I think he's been status quo. He's been doing what Ferrari does, right? Just enough.
Yeah.
But I think he can maybe get a podium.
Would be glorious for him.
Yeah.
And for
they need to do it. And for the Scuderia.
Tifosi everywhere.
Yeah, and I'm not going to tell you my prediction for Abu Dhabi like 2 weeks,
Are you going to tell me?
But
You're
no,
not
but
gonna tell- okay.
I'm not. But I mean, there's only one race left, so I'm thinking after that, then it's going to have to be Lewis Hamilton. He's going to be on my list.
You know,
But
might
who
be.
knows? He might do something this coming Qatar.
You know, in statistics, well, not in statistics, but in probability, you know, past performance is usually a pretty good future indicator. And his
Exactly.
current past performance has not been good, but his career past performance has been. So I keep thinking that at some point he's going to pull something out of his hat, and
It's
that
possible.
we're going to see a podium again.
It's got to happen,
Still-
man.
Man,
It's got to happen.
It's
He's got to
gotta
end.
happen.
He's got to end it with a high. Otherwise,
so guys, let's all put that out there this week.
yeah, Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, even Tokyo agrees. Yeah,
She's agreeing.
yeah.
All right, Craig. Well, this was exciting.
Yes, it
We had a
was.
visitor.
Yes, we did. Little Tokyo. Yeah.
All right.
Yes. So Tokyo is begging us for treats and all
Yes.
sorts of good stuff at this point. She's tired of talking. And so with that, you guys know what to do. Like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is that you really do on your platform. Definitely comment. We like to comment back. Positive comments. We love the vibes, the positive vibes. And one other thing, my friends, live passionately out there in all that you do. Thank you, guys. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, Craig.
Thank you, Daniel.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Tokyo.